everyone, it's Emily and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are building as part of my Let's Renovate Willow Creek challenge, or I don't know, I guess it's not really a challenge, but you know, whatever you want to call it. My Let's Renovate Willow Creek series, I guess. Yeah, that's a good name for it. Okay, awkward, oops. Okay, but anyway, so today I am building this Cape Cod style home. It's called Cape Cod Dream, and it is for the starter neighborhood in Willow Creek because there is an empty lot in this area, and so I wanted to fill it. I don't know. I had some troubles actually coming up with a house for this. This was actually my third attempt to build a house, and the other times it was just not working at all. It was really, like, I don't know, it was not looking good. So yeah, that was an adventure, but we settled on this and I'm really, really happy with it. I decided I wanted to do like a Cape Cod style house, and so I just googled Cape Cod homes and I ended up with this, and I think it looks really cute. I think it turned out really nicely. So on the gallery, the reason I did a side entrance for this is because it's one of those awkward 20 by 30 lot that like really faces the opposite way of all of the other 20 by 30 lots, but like it doesn't show like that on the gallery. So there's that nice side entrance that still looks really cute and is seen from the street, and also on the gallery that's the picture that you see. So anyway, that's why I did that. And my original idea for this house was that I wanted it to have this little garden out on the side, because I was trying to figure out how I was going to make a house that fit in this area. I don't know, these lots are so awkward. This one and the BFF household lot are so awkward, and so it was a struggle. But so I was going to do that garden thing, and then I didn't. Oops, silly me. I wonder, do I leave that? Yes, I leave that brick foundation, I think. Yeah, I think I do. I will be very surprised if I didn't. I don't know. I just got quiet too. That was awkward. But the exterior is coming together. I'm really happy with how this exterior turned out. Right now the room is inside that roof, but I actually changed it out so it's like 3 separate roof pieces later, which actually just makes it a lot easier to play in the house. I still have some awkward camera angles when I'm filming in there, but as long as you're in there. And I meant to cut this pierce? I don't know what I was going to say. I meant to cut this piece out, but it was just because I needed more money, because I did try to give myself a budget. I actually ended up giving myself like an extra 10,000 simoleons, maybe 20,000. I don't know. I ended up giving myself a lot more simoleons than I originally intended to start with, but that's okay. It still turned out cute. And it's like 83,000 when it's finished. I think 83,000. That sounds about right. But yeah, and I'm really happy with it. I think I don't know. I feel like I'm like kind of talking myself in circles right now, and it's a very awkward position to be in. Let's see. I feel like I had things I was going to talk about today. Let's see. Oh, I'm watching Deligracy's stream right now. Yeah, it's her London townhouse stream. Actually, it might still be going by the time this video goes up. It depends how quickly I get everything finished. But I don't know, it's looking cute. I really like townhouses. I should build townhouses soon. Actually, that reminds me. So today I took a little bit of time off of school this morning to go see my cousin because I'm making a skirt for her wedding and I needed to get the blouse that she was using. And while I was there, I was like looking out of the train window because I rode the train to meet her, and I was looking out that train window and I was just like, those buildings are really, really cute. I want to build them in The Sims. It's like, I guess they're like, what's the word for them? They're like stores? Yes? Yeah. I don't know. I was going to say another word, but okay. So they're stores, but like they're these really colorful buildings. It's like 4 of them in a row, and they're kind of connected, but oddly not. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain. But like they're these colorful buildings, and they're like stores, but they've got like apartments above each of the stores, and I really want to build something like that on The Sims. Like, it doesn't have to have the stores in front, but I just want townhouses like that because the buildings were so cute, and I totally know what wallpapers I would use and everything. So I don't know, I could totally do it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how everything works out with that, if I get it done or if I don't. We'll see. You'll find out soon. Commenting on Deligracy's build again because I keep looking over. It's really cute, guys. Like, I like these black French doors she's got going on here. I don't know if she'll keep those. If you're also watching her stream, then comment down below how you feel about her finished product. I think it's pretty awesome. Yeah, that was really cute. I don't know, I'm so distracted right now. I don't know why I thought that keeping that up there was a good idea while I was recording. Okay, so back to the build because I haven't talked about it like at all. So I put that mirror above the fireplace because my original idea was I was going to have 2 bedrooms downstairs, and then I was going to have like living space upstairs in the more attic-y area. But then I decided that I wanted more bedrooms and I couldn't get the layout to work downstairs for more than the master bedroom. Even that is a struggle. Like, it's really rough. And so I do have this mirror above the fireplace, and it's so cute. Like, I'm really happy with it, and I like the way this looks, but I just couldn't keep it because I wanted to put a TV up there. But this, because I couldn't get that space to work downstairs, there is, what is the word? There's a study, because there was just like this awkward extra room, and I didn't want to incorporate it into the master bedroom, and so like kind of was interesting. Ooh, townhouses are yellow now. They're very cute. I just keep like randomly looking over. This is fun. Okay, so this kitchen. My mom walked over while I was in the middle of doing this. Sorry, blanked for a second. My mom walked over while I was in the middle of doing this kitchen, and I was like, does this look okay? And she was like, and she was like really iffy about it. And then I started putting things in it, and she was like, okay, this makes a little bit more sense. But I don't know if it looks good. Like, I'm happy with how it turned out, but I'm still not like super, I don't know, it's not my best kitchen. There's like that awkward island in the middle, which I like the island. I feel like the kitchen needed the island, but I wish I could have made it just a little bit bigger. But I do like how I do all of the cabinets because I used the fridge that matches that stove, and because I use that fridge, I can put cabinets right above it because it's the only one that fits on like the shorter wall height with the cabinets above it, which is the wall height I did for this for some reason. I almost never do that wall height. I don't know why I did this time. I don't know. I guess it suited the style of the house. But, oh, here I am, like, messing around with stuff. Your Sims can walk over that fence, which is a little bit annoying sometimes, but also it's really nice for, like, dividing spaces. I just think it makes it look better. Oh, Deligracy is doing the face cam right now. I don't know why she doesn't have the build going. I would turn it on, but then you'd be able to hear it in the background of this, and that's not a good idea. But anyway, this is what I was talking about with the cabinets, because I ended up putting them over that arch, and I take them off for a second, and then I was like, oh, I'll add them back on, and then later I'll come back to it, and I'll be like, okay, do I like this or not? And then I totally forgot about it, but then I came back to it, and I was like, actually, this is pretty cute. As per usual, the windows in the back are iffy. That's sort of what I do, because I feel like a lot of houses, like mostly they just focus on the front, but I also focused on the sides just because of the lot this was on, since it was a corner lot, but I didn't really pay attention to the back of the house in terms of windows. And this dining room is looking so drab right now. Like, I forgot how drab this was. I ended up changing up all of the wallpapers in the house, and I do like this pretty blue, and it really just brightens the whole house up a little bit. I think it looks really nice. And we'll be doing that in just a minute, yeah. And guess what I did in the kitchen? I put a backsplash in! I haven't put a backsplash in one of my builds in like forever. It's been so long. Oh, we must be, I don't know what Deli is doing right now. She appears to be dancing. This is interesting. So, what was I saying? I can't remember. Guys, you saw I changed the new wallpaper. Oh, right! Backsplash! Sorry, that was all over the place, guys. So I almost never put backsplashes in my kitchens just because they don't really work. But then it worked in this kitchen and I was really happy. Because I love backsplashes and I love that like subway tile look, but it doesn't work in everything. And I wish it looked just a little bit more like actual subway tile. Like, it's just not quite there, and so I feel like it's hard to use. I really like it, but it doesn't look quite right some of the time. I struggled a little bit with wall decorations in the dining room. I almost never do, like, actual dining rooms in my houses. That might be because I don't have, like, an actual dining room in my house. It's just, like, part of the kitchen. My whole house is, like, very open. Yeah, it's very open. I don't know what else I'm gonna say about that. But, like, so I don't have formal dining rooms, but I wanted this to feel a little bit closed off, like an older home, because normally older homes are not, they're not open floor plan. Just adding a little bit of clutter in the kitchen, and then I was looking at that, backpack. Wow, I'm good with words today, guys. I was looking at that backpack, and I was like, oh, I should incorporate that somehow. And then I remembered I hadn't done the front entryway at all. So I do this. I really like putting those racks of shoes by the front door. Yeah, I just like it. And then we're moving things around down here. And then we're going to have me messing around with this layout down here for like 5 minutes. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, had to sneeze. I wish I could have warned you. Wow, good with words. I wish I could have warned you, but I didn't have time. Oops. Also, there are no closets in this build. I have been doing closets in like every single one of my builds, and I didn't this time, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's sort of just a thing. At this point, I have move objects on in case you can't tell. I might have been off camera when I did that because I like stopped for a minute. I can't remember why. So yeah, moving around with here, it was a struggle, and I ended up changing it quite a bit. Like, I don't know, it was hard. Like, it was hard to come up with a good idea, and then I wanted bathroom to be in here, and then I decided it needed to be bigger, which really wasn't a big deal. I don't know though, it was fun. I think this is pretty much the final layout. What is even happening here? What am I doing? That's weird. Okay, I don't know. This is a mess. And then, oh, this is when I changed out the roof. I was like, oh, as long as I'm changing things, I should do this. It might have been because I moved upstairs to avoid, like, doing anything else down there because I was getting frustrated. I do that a lot. I don't know if you've noticed, but I do this occasionally. Like, if I'm frustrated with one part of the house, I'll just move to the upstairs because normally the upstairs is easy for me. I don't know why. Upstairs layouts are just easier for me. So, oh, Deli's back and dancing again. Great dance moves, Deli. This is an adventure. I don't know how I feel about watching a stream at the same time as I'm recording. This is interesting. We're halfway through this video. Wow, again, good with words. Oh yeah, I just moved that around a little bit. I think it makes more sense and it, like, I don't know, the floor plan just works better. Yeah, see, this is where I realized I wasn't going to fit in that upstairs living space. And then just doing the powder room downstairs. It is right in front of the window, but honestly, like, it's not a big deal. Sims don't care that much about privacy. If they did, you'd have to put curtains everywhere. And as I've said before, I don't like curtains in this game. I mean, like, curtains are fine, but I want ones that look like the ones I have, and those don't exist in the game. Yeah. Putting together the master bathroom. So thing about the master bathroom, I really liked it. I was really happy with how it turned out, but then just the layout of the master bedroom, it wasn't working with the bed, and so I had to change things. And so there's only one sink in the master bathroom, and I'm a little bit sad about it, but that's okay. It works for what it is. And then I don't even know what is happening. Why did I click on that bed? Why did I even consider that bed? Guys, we need new beds. I know everyone and their mother has said this, but we need new beds. I'm holding out for that for the next pack. Which reminds me, if there's going to be a new pack, no. If there's going to be a new pack, it'll probably be announced next Tuesday. If they follow, like, the same timeline that they've followed for almost everything else, except for last month. I don't know, I'm expecting a new pack this month though, because I feel like that's probably what they're going to do. I'm holding out for new beds. I doubt we're gonna get them. But my birthday is in a week and a half, which means I'm going to get outdoor retreat, which means that I am going to have like those 3 beds. And I know I will probably use them endlessly, like I have been with Spa Day since I've gotten that, but I don't really care because we need new beds desperately. Also, my sister is sick and watching me record, so if you hear her coughing in the background, that's what that is. Putting together the study right here, using my favorite get together, or not desk, computer. And I really wanted to use that bookcase because I think it's really pretty. It just didn't work in this. So I ended up putting in the industrial one. And then putting in the chairs that match that desk just because I quite like them. We need more leather furniture too. Like, as long as I'm listing the things that we need in The Sims, we need more leather furniture. Because I don't know about you guys, but like, pretty much everyone I know has some form of leather furniture, and we have like 2 unlockable leather chairs. But like, leather couches are a thing, and they're fairly common, or at least where I'm from, they're fairly common. And yeah. So, leather furniture. Yes. Yes? Are we cool? Oh goodness, the layout of this bathroom was also a struggle. I know. I used to have a lot of fun doing bathrooms. Like, I just had so much fun doing bathrooms, and I don't know, I feel like maybe I got burnt out on them, and so now nothing works properly in my brain when I'm coming up with stuff. Using the Spa Day, what's the word for it? Shower! Wow! Again, really good with words today, guys. Like, I'm really good at this. But yeah, using that. And then putting together this kids' room. Okay, so I have a couple things that I like keep pretty much the same between builds. And one of those things is that if I'm doing 2 kids' beds, I always use those 2. Because those are the only 2 kids' beds I like anyway. Like, I just feel like the other colors are kind of a mess. And trying to figure out the layout, it was rough. I ended up going to the same thing I had originally, or at least pretty much the same. But I don't know, it's a cute room. I quite like it. I have a lot of fun with kids' rooms, and there was that little dormer area, and I didn't want to put the desk in there because I felt like it kind of wasted the space. So I ended up putting the activity table and a little violin in there, and I was going to put monkey bars in the yard, and then I totally forgot. So there's no monkey bars. Oops. Oh, that blue and that yellow would have looked really cute. If I hadn't already uploaded the build, I probably would have changed that. Giving myself more money because we had pretty much run out. I ended up giving myself, like, so much money when I was doing landscaping. Seriously, guys, landscaping costs so much money. Why does it cost so much money? And now there's a car alarm going off in the background. I hope you can't hear that either. But, oh gosh, this is annoying. And then, so I think I was going to say this earlier, and then I got distracted by something or the other. So there's 2 bedrooms upstairs, and one of them is a little bit bigger, and that's why there's 2 beds in it. And then this one has a double bed in it, and it's a little more closed off. I tried to keep it fairly gender neutral. I feel like it's still pretty girly, but like, it's cute. Also, I probably could have done a bed in this room that was a little bit, I don't know, that was a little bit nicer, but I like this bed. And so your Sims will just have to deal. And then I gave in to putting the dresser in the dormer, even though I didn't want to do that in the other room. And I didn't want to do it in this room, because there was just no other way the layout was going to work. So, you know, oh well. Putting posters in, that's what I always do in teenager bedrooms. I feel like I said that I feel like it was my Quartz Contemporary. Yeah. Oh, and the townhouses are back to white. I just looked over for the first time in a little bit. The townhouses are back to white. That's cool. Oh, Telly's out of money. Took her a second to realize. That was funny. And then I'm just putting that little chair in, and then we'll go outside. I think we're pretty much outside to do the landscaping and outdoor lighting and all that fun stuff. And I just got really quiet. I don't know why I just got really quiet. I was going to put another window in there because I thought it looked kind of funny, but you know what? Oh well. So landscaping in this was a lot of fun for me because there's so much landscaping. You might have seen in the thumbnail photo if you looked at that, but there's so much landscaping, guys. I might have gone a little bit overboard. It's pretty intense, but the picture I was working off of had tons of landscaping in the front, and I really wanted to incorporate that. I also put window boxes in because I love window boxes, and I feel like they don't exist in real life. Like, have you ever actually seen a window box? Actually, no, that's not true. My cousins have one. My cousins have a couple window boxes, but their mom is like perfectly Pinterest. Her house looks like it's straight off of Pinterest. She's actually pinned pictures of her house to Pinterest. You get the gist. Lots of Pinterest in their house, so that's probably why. And then I felt like this wasn't lit up enough, and so I just raised some of those pool lights. I don't know if they actually do any good or if they'll stay when you download the house, but you know, yeah. And then I realized I hadn't saved, and so I did that, and it was taking forever to save, and it was really annoying. And another thing the picture I was working off of had lots of trees, so I incorporated, not lots of trees, I have like 3 trees in this yard, but I used the big oak tree, which I quite like, because I like the trees, and this was taking forever to load. And that's when I realized that that side entrance was the thumbnail picture, and so I was like, oh, better make sure that looks pretty too. And I think it looks cute. It's kind of cute to have those window boxes on the side entrance. They'd be a pain to take care of. But yeah, and then you can see me kind of shaping out the flower beds. Oh, I put that in there. So the thing is, I finished this build, and then I finished it last night, and then this morning I was like, I completely forgot any bins. Like, there's not an outdoor bin or an indoor bin. And so I set a reminder on my phone, because, like, I wasn't by my computer at all. I was at school. I was like, reminder for, like, 4 o'clock. Put bins in the house before you upload it. So there are bins in the finished one, but there aren't any in the screenshots or in the video. And so, yeah, you'll just have to deal. So, landscaping. Landscaping was an adventure. I didn't use any of the romantic garden stuff. I did try not to, because I feel like I've been using it a lot lately. Maybe I haven't, but I don't know. I just feel like I have. And I just wanted it to be one less pack you need. Because, I don't know, I didn't used to have, like, any of the packs up until a couple months ago. And so, it was nice when there were base game builds or builds that only used 1 or 2 packs, because it meant that it was a lot more accessible to me. So yeah, landscaping actually doesn't look as intense as it did when I first did it. Like, I thought it looked really intense, and so I changed it up a little bit. Looks pretty nice, actually. I'm kind of proud of this landscaping. Landscaping has been a long road for me. Like, you should have seen the landscaping on my first houses. Actually, there was no landscaping on my first houses. I got a little bit better after a little while. Yeah, and that's my sister again, if you can hear someone pounding around in the room. She just made a face at me. Oops. Pissed off my sister. That's okay. She's 9. It's okay. And then doing the little pathway, I used that terrain paint. I think I've said this before, I don't really use, like, actual flooring for the pathways, just because I feel like they don't look good. They're too precise, and I feel like regular pathways don't ever look like that. They probably do, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel like that. But anyway, this is when I changed the landscaping, so it was a lot less pink, because, oh, and we're into screenshots. So, thank you guys so much for watching. There's a lot of screenshots, but if you want to download this build, it is on the gallery. The name of it is Cape Cod Dream. There will also be a link in the description of this video if you want to click on that and add it to your downloads. I use the hashtag SimSprite, and you can search by my OriginId SimSprite if you want to follow me on the gallery. That would be cool. You'd know whenever I post a new build. So if I don't post something on YouTube, or if it takes me a couple days to get it up, you will know before anyone else. That's fun. But yeah, follow me on Twitter. I've got my Beyond Sims down there. I've also got my Tumblr down there. So yeah, you can follow me, do all that fun stuff. Also, like if you enjoyed this video, comment if you I don't know, comment if you have something to say, and subscribe if you want to see more. I had a lot of fun making this. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!